The activist strategy for the last 300 years has been class war, trying to get a political revolution, trying to, take power. There's actually a need for a different strategy right now. We need a strategy which in the language of activism has been called a united front, which is when adversaries work together to achieve a higher goal. Humanity basically has to pull off an unprecedented global mobilization, something on the scale of Occupy Wall Street times 10. And the only way to do that is if activists, elites, governments, and industry can kind of work together in an uneasy alliance. We need a social movement that is working from the bottom up to mobilize those people, but we also need governments to have a hands-off approach to these protests, to stop suppressing these protests, because we need these protests. If you look at where things like Occupy Wall Street come from, Black Lives Matter comes from, even the school strike, where it comes from people who are activists, who are on the grassroots level. So I think that absolutely that leaders and elites and industry need activists, and I think that they're starting to understand that argument. Governments need to see the potential of these movements to change the course of human history and embrace them. In the reaction to the call for a united front, I see that there's going to be forces, nihilistic forces, who would much rather fail than temporarily put aside, our differences. It's very hard for me to see that the probability of a failure is, at this point, in my eyes, probably higher than success.